At some point in life, everyone will fail. You'll lose. You'll feel embarrassed. You'll discover things you're not good at. That's unavoidable. But instead of running from failure, accept it. If you're not failing, you're probably not trying hard enough. Early in my own journey, I faced rejection after rejection. I went after opportunities one wasn't fully prepared for. Sometimes I failed because I lacked skill, sometimes because I wasn't ready yet. But I didn't quit. I kept showing up. I kept preparing. I kept believing. There's a saying that if you stay around long enough, eventually your moment will come, and that turned out to be true. Years later, I found myself succeeding in the very place where I had once failed. That experience taught me a powerful lesson. Failure doesn't block your future. Quitting does. Every person has talent and potential. The real question is this: do you have the courage to fail? Because courage doesn't mean never falling. It means getting up and moving forward every time you do. Imagine reaching the end of your life and being surrounded by the unrealized versions of yourself, the ideas you never acted on, the talents you never used, the dreams you abandoned out of fear. That's a heavy regret to carry. So ask yourself now, how many opportunities are you willing to let slip away? The world needs help. It needs compassion, creativity, leadership, and courage. It needs people who are willing to give, not just money, but time, effort, kindness, and belief. What matters most is not how much you have, but what you choose to do with what you've been given. Life will never move in a straight line. You may start in one direction and end up somewhere completely different. What feels like failure today may actually be guidance, pushing you toward the place where you truly belong. Stay open. Stay curious. Stay brave. Give everything you have, your energy, your faith, your talent, without holding back. And when life knocks you down, remember this simple. I've learned something important about life. Nothing truly meaningful comes without risk. Playing it safe might feel comfortable, but comfort rarely leads to greatness. As Nelson Mandela once said in his own way, there is no fulfillment in shrinking your life just to avoid fear. We are capable of so much more than we often allow ourselves to be. From a young age, many of us are told the same advice again and again. Make sure you have something to fall back on. But I never fully understood that idea. If I'm going to fall, why would I want to fall backward? I'd rather fall forward. At least then I can see what's ahead of me. Falling forward means learning, growing, and moving closer to who you're meant to become. Consistency is what turns effort into results. Without it, nothing gets finished. That's why it's important to follow what excites you, what drives you, and what makes you feel alive. Take chances. Don't let the fear of failure stop you, because failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. There was once a simple puzzle with 9 dots where the challenge was to connect them using only a few straight lines without lifting your pencil. The only way to solve it was by going beyond the boundaries of the dots. That lesson still applies today. Progress happens when you dare to think beyond limits, when you allow yourself to dream big and risk big. But remember this, dreams alone are not enough. Dreams without goals remain just wishes. Even the most successful people failed many times before they succeeded. One famous athlete struck out thousands of times, yet history remembers him for his greatest victories, not his mistakes. Failure didn't define him. Persistence did. Another inventor failed again and again, hundreds of times, before finally creating something that changed the world. Those failures weren't wasted attempts. They were steps toward success. Every setback teaches you something valuable if you're willing to learn from it.